Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah. Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah.
Ina alhamdulillah wa salam Allah wa rasulullah. Welcome to another session of our Hadith class, and we are studying the Hadiths, the Hadith Qudsi, and this is from the book compiled by Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atli. And let's put the Hadith that's up for discussion tonight on the screen. And it's a short Hadith, like all of these are. So the class won't be long. And this hadith is narrated by Hudayfa. He said that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said there was a man amongst the people who had suspicion as to the righteousness of his deeds. So he told his family, if I die, take me and burn my body and throw my ashes into the sea on a hot or windy day. They did so, but Allah gathered his particles and asked him, what made you do what you did? And he said, the thing that made me do it was that I was afraid of you. So Allah forgave him of his sins. This is the hadith that I spoke about earlier today in our Aqidah class. You know, as Muslims, we should never have too much fear of Allah. We want our love and our fear and our hope of Allah to be in equal proportions, so that way we don't deviate too far to the right or too far to the left. This hadith teaches us that the man in this hadith was a Muslim. You know, Allah forgives all sins except shirk. So even though this man committed sins, the fact that he never associated partners with Allah caused Allah to forgive him. And also this hadith confirms Allah's ability to resurrect everyone, no matter if you burn yourself or not. Allah has the ability to bring us back together and raise us up. Also, we learn from this hadith the importance of having fear of Allah's punishment. Fear of Allah's punishment is a component of faith. And also we learn that we should never have enough confidence about our deeds that we think that we're never going to be in hell, or that we're going to be we're going to be in paradise and not hell. Okay. Also, the only way to salvation is through the mercy of Allah. Allah can forgive whatever he wants, and he's promised us that he'll forgive anything other than disbelief in him. But unfortunately, there's a lot of sins that fall in the category of disbelief, which is why it's important for you and me to educate ourselves and know what the sins of disbelief are. All right, so it's a wonderful hadith to discuss again and ponder. Is there anyone who would like to contribute anything?
This hadith is really worth pondering. It shows the power of Allah, his greatness, and how he's able to do anything at all. The way the man had put all his ashes and had told his children to toss them into the wind and the sea, and which they did, and still Allah was able to gather them together. And then he confronted this man and asked him, why did you do this? You know, and he was so afraid because he knew he had a great fear of Allah. And even though he hadn't done anything good, he said in his life, he wasn't even good to his family. So he feared that he was, if he died, he'd go straight to you know where, you know? So Allah gave him, because of his belief in Allah, because Allah forgives everything except shirk, and because of his fear and his belief in Allah, Allah gave him paradise. He granted him paradise. because this man showed strong belief by just being afraid, being a fear of the wrath of Allah. It also shows Allah's mercy is greater than his wrath. We have to, and that's something good to think about and to always remember that and put that in our du'as and our supplications, in our prayers, in our actions, that, all is not lost if we have faith and hope.
Exactly, guys, the importance of having hope. Never, ever, ever lose it, and that's what this man was on the verge of doing, was losing hope. There's always a chance, as long as you haven't associated partners with Allah, as long as you're not dying upon a sin of disbelief, there's always hope. All right, I want to thank everybody for joining and participating in this session. I want to remind everybody that we have a lot of classes tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. We have a lot of classes this weekend. Please refer to the posting that I posted on Facebook and also the email I sent out for the assignment for Dr. Asim's class, which will be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please make sure you guys have a 2 or 3 paragraph summary, of what you learned from the meaning of El Falaq. Kul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq min sharri ma khalaq. Okay, we broke down the meaning of that surah verse by verse. You're going to put it together and come up with how you can take the meaning of that surah of the Quran and incorporate it into your lives. Okay, that's tomorrow at 6 p.m. And don't forget, we have my Tawheed class after that, and we also have this class again. So, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu